One chart that looks really good this year is Tesla. It certainly commanded the attention of Wall Street with now a market cap of $600 billion or more, I think.
Right.
But you're still not a believer. Tell us why.
Well, our call, it's not a stock call that we're saying. Is when we looked at Tesla and the inclusion in Tesla, it reminded us so much about 1998, the late 90s. And in the late 90s, AOL, similar to Tesla, a game-changing technology, incredible performance. It goes into the index late in the year in December after an amazing run. But it was a seminal event. It kind of marked time. Because if you look at it, yes, 1999 was a fantastic year, right? But after 99, many of the tech and growth companies lost 50 to 100%. And what we're thinking in 2020, everything happens much faster. So if it took 12 months for the end to begin, now it's going to take 6 months. And so we're telling companies, or excuse me, we're telling clients that they need to start thinking about not growth at any price, but they need to start thinking about valuation. They need to start thinking about cyclicality. They need to start thinking about getting more high COVID beta names in their portfolio and financials. Old economy, not new economy.
Hi friends, welcome to Stocks Daily, the channel where we invest smart so the billionaires can work for us. So in this video, I wanted to react to a CNBC interview with Tesla bear Chris Harvey, who thinks that Tesla will go down like AOL did, but not in 12 months. Faster this time, in 6 months, he says. Investors should focus on the old economy and not the new economy, he says. Well, this kind of dinosaur thinking sounds a lot similar to advice from our pal Gordon Johnson. And let's see how his short calls on Tesla have performed. Down 107.6%, not looking good. If I'd given my money to this guy to invest, I'd be outside his house with a flaming torch and a pitchfork asking where all my money went. So could it be that the bears like Chris and Gordon have ulterior motives maybe? Get a bunch of airtime bashing Tesla stock, free marketing for their dying companies and pumping their short positions? Well, let's have a look at what Chris is saying. Let's see if he has a point. For that, let's take a brief trip down memory lane and have a look at AOL and see if it's fair to compare AOL's decline to Tesla. For a while, AOL was doing good. So good, in fact, that they even made a movie about its catchphrase. When the air went out of the dot-com bubble in 1999, all of the partner companies that were paying AOL went bankrupt or were reduced to zilch. And obviously, they couldn't pay AOL that same revenue, and billions and billions,
billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions
and billions of dollars of revenue dried up for AOL. The other major blow to AOL came when people started transitioning over to cable broadband and no one was using dial-up through AOL to access the internet anymore. They reported the largest net loss in US history, at the time a whopping $98 billion loss in 2002 in 1 year. The AOL Time Warner merger ended up being a flop, with traditional media clashing with digital media, and digital media was all about move fast and break things, and that didn't play well with the old dogs. And on top of a failing business, the DOJ put in a criminal investigation for corporate fraud that subsequently ended up in securities fraud charges that, as you can imagine, didn't help the company one bit. And by 2006, AOL was struggling to keep up with their competitors because the competitors were offering the same services as AOL but for free. And who wants to pay a premium subscription for something that you can get the same or better for free from somewhere else? And obviously, their business model was trash. It didn't keep up with the times, and Google and MSN destroyed them. Their market cap went to from 150 billion to 1 billion. So look, AOL was vulnerable due to its reliance on its partner companies for revenue. And Tesla is vertically integrated. It doesn't rely on anyone for anything. And it does everything itself, and soon it's going to even mine its own metals. AOL fell behind the times. When other companies were innovating, the suits at AOL, Time Warner, couldn't keep up. Tesla, on the other hand, is the poster child for innovation. Everything they do is innovation. And in terms of revenue, AOL took the biggest loss ever seen on Wall Street, and Tesla's revenue is growing faster than anyone could have imagined, beating all expectations. So I'll let you decide if Tesla's going to go down the gutter like AOL did, but I'll leave you with one more thing to consider. So this is Amazon's stock price around 1999 during the dot-com bubble. It crashed with everything else, and if you invested in it at the peak, you'd probably not be very happy. It took 10 years for Amazon to get back to the dot-com peaks, even with this infinite PE ratio. But look at it now. 10 years later, you can barely see the crash on the graph. As Buffett says, be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. If you bought Amazon stock at that time and you kept it until today, you'd be up 30,000%. Not 3,000%, 30,000%. Let that just marinate a little bit. I'll wait. But one thing me and Chris Harvey do have in common though, I do agree with him. Whatever happens nowadays, it will happen a lot faster. If Tesla does drop, it won't take 10 years to get back to the peak that it was at previously. It'll probably take 1 year max. You got millions of people like me who will never sell Tesla stock, and any dip is like a Boxing Day sale for Tesla stock. Oh, and also let's not forget, in 1999, no one had access to instant commission-free investment from their bedrooms. So the moral of the story is not to panic and sell a stock if it's in a bubble or if the media says it's in a bubble. And also, the companies that stop innovating get left in the dust and the shareholders get left with the crust. So as always, thanks for watching. Please smash the like button and consider subscribing to the channel to see more content like this. I'll be uploading a video every single day. You've been awesome.